EastEnders resident serial killer Gray Atkins will once again get away with murder, after Kush Kazemi's tragic demise was ruled an accident. Kush became Gray's third victim in harrowing scenes last night, after he confronted the murderer, and accused him of being in need of help. Gray lunged at the market trader, and a scuffle ensued. Kush helped the antagonist back to his feet when he found himself on the train track, but Gray, spying an opportunity to eliminate his rival, pushed Kush into the path of an oncoming train. News of Kush's demise spread round Walford in tonight's edition of the BBC One soap, and it's safe to say emotions were running high. The rumor mill was running wild, however, with several residents suggesting that the young man might have taken his own life, while others were adamant that it was an accident. Callum Highway later confirmed that Kush's death is being ruled an accident, due to a lack of evidence. It was one of those last trains of the night, the young police constable told Gray. So it was quiet. Witt told the CO, senior investigating officer, that there was no one there before she left. They scoured the whole area looking for any evidence. There was nothing. While there might have been no physical evidence, fans had been hoping that Gray would have been caught via CCTV, given that cameras normally would operate in the underground stations. Unfortunately, the CCTV was not working. CCTV was busted. Vandalized, Callum explained. Or some technical thing, apparently. Oh, I did take a look at the press release, and they're calling it an accident. In the meanwhile, EastEnders Callum tries and fails to explain all the plot holes in Kush's death. EastEnders resident copper Callum Highway was put in a difficult position tonight, April 20th. No, he didn't have to hunt down any dangerous criminals, nor did he have to investigate any dangerous robberies. But rather he had to attempt to explain away the plot holes of Kush Kazemi's murder. A tall task, no doubt. Kush met his demise in harrowing scenes last night, after sinister serial killer Gray Atkins confronted him in a tube station. A violent struggle ensued, and Kush ultimately paid the price, as vengeful Gray pushed him onto the tracks, where he collided with the oncoming train. It was a horrific end to one of soap's finest characters, and fans branded the outcome sickening. But it wasn't just the violent fashion in which Kush met his demise that had people talking, but rather it was the way the death was executed. A number of viewers claimed that the story didn't make sense, while others noted specific plot holes that made the storyline all the more unbelievable. CCTV, for one, would have been in operation in a tube station, all areas of the station, in fact, which led viewers to question how Gray would be able to evade this one. Gray pushing Kush onto the tracks is daft, argued one fan. Surely the tube station has CCTV everywhere. Every single tube station has at least 20 CCTV cameras installed, added another. What a stupid storyline. Another point of contention for viewers, the fact that there was no one else present in the station at that time of the murder, something which social media users argued was simply not realistic. Why is this tube station abandoned? One viewer exclaimed. Yes, with so many disgruntled viewers voicing their issues over the believability of the story, it's safe to say that all eyes were on the soap tonight to see if it would address any of these so-called plot holes. It did address them, yes, but the attempt to explain them away did little to rectify the issues. It was one of those last trains of the night, Callum told Gray, offering an explanation as to why no one else was in the station at the time of the murder. So it was quiet. Witt told the CO, senior investigating officer, that there was no one there before she left. They scoured the whole area looking for any evidence. There was nothing. Callum's next port of call was to address the most discussed matter of all, the CCTV. He did so, predictably, by informing viewers that said CCTV wasn't working. We're not sure if he means that one specific camera or all the cameras in the entire station. But the young police constable offered at least 3 separate explanations as to why the CCTV wasn't operating on the night in question. CCTV was busted, he started, vandalized, or some technical thing, apparently. Oh, I did take a look at the press release, and they're calling it an accident.